I'm Dr. Sujoy Majumdar. I'm a consultant endocrinologist based in the city of Kolkata, and I've been an active member of the IDEA group ever since this group was formed in 2011. Ideacon, as usual, is basically a galaxy of speakers and topics. And what is also more important is that we discuss about the newer developments and the newer thoughts in the field of diabetes. So basically, we are having many new discussions in Ideacon. Some of the notable ones which really caught our mind, for example, is about the soleal pump. Now, this is being advocated as one of the newer topics of in the management of diabetes. Basically, because soleus contains a lot of slow fibers, and there have been studies which have shown that exercise with this soleal pump can reduce the HbA1c by as much as nearly 1.5%. So, which is really great. And this particular sort of behavioral approach would be very, very helpful in patients who, due to physical disabilities, they cannot do the normal lifestyle measures like doing brisk walking and things like that. They can just sit down in a chair, move the pump, move the legs in a specified pattern for maybe 60 minutes, and that would be good enough to produce a significant amount of glucose lowering. What is more important is that this is a particular sort of lifestyle measure which has got no adverse correlation with any of the comorbidities like cardiovascular or renal comorbidities. This was one of the very ingenious topics which we discussed here today. The other one which we obviously talked about is about the lean type 2 diabetes. Now, the lean diabetes is basically an entirely new set of patients which differs a lot from what we see as the traditional bread and butter type 2 diabetes. Lean diabetes can occur in the presence of a lean MODY. It can happen in the presence of a Wolfram syndrome. It can happen in a basically malnutrition related diabetes. So, and also it can happen in a lot of patients of simple uncontrolled diabetes which have been present from the very beginning, like the childhood diabetes and sort of things. So what is important is that this is a new subset of patients who can really be diagnosed by using the proper genetic technology. So that was another part of the topic that we discussed about in this meeting. And as usual, we had lots of sessions on the comorbidities and the correlations of diabetes. We all know that cardiovascular, renal and other comorbidities that come in close contact. We had some very good sessions on the peripheral neuropathy, particularly about the painful neuropathy, where we discussed about the algorithm of management of painful neuropathy, because painful neuropathy is something which is important to bear in mind the fact that even despite the best of treatment, the response is seen on only 50% of the patients. The remaining 50% have got to be counseled with non-pharmacotherapy like behavioral therapy, maybe electrotherapy and things like that. So these are the things which really do work out in a well. As usual, in Ideacon this time, we're getting a collection of the different speeches delivered by the eminent speakers from all across the country. And obviously, we hope this particular meeting will be helpful in disseminating or percolating the newer developments in the field of diabetes. Thank you.